Hi there, welcome to the I Ching Cafe. My name is Belinda Dubston. Wonderful that you are here with me. Thank you for being here. It is wonderful to keep on connecting with you as we build our understanding and our work with the I Ching in our lives. This week, it is our weekly I Ching forecast for the 20th of January as we tap into where should we focus. And of course, we always look back. We look back to last week. We looked at our sojourn into new territories with Hexagram 56, the Wanderer. New travels. Perhaps you actually went on an adventure physically, traveled somewhere or went somewhere for work, gone on an actual physical transition into a new land. And of course, most of us were working with what it meant to go on a new journey into new things, into areas that are outside our comfort zone, and how to behave well as we do that. Those two tricky changing lines last week came to bring us some learning and development around how to keep our emotions in check, right? Not to burn down the house, the hotel, and chase away the help, okay? To be calm and to make sure that we hold on to some of the support structures that are essential for us as we walk through those new lands, okay? Plus, we worked with stripping again. Oh, goodness, here it is again. Cutting away the old. And as I said last week, that potentially in our new journeys where we have insights and we see things from a new perspective, because we've outside of what we know, okay, maybe we see things we need to cut. More things that we didn't cut in 2024 when we had that locked hexagram the whole year. So stripping came to work with us. Of course, if there was something that you worked with these hexagrams, a lovely story to share of how they presented themselves to you, please do share that in the comments. Right, this week we have a locked hexagram. That could be good. That could be troublesome. Luckily, it's a beautiful hexagram that is locked, i.e. no changing lines, meaning that we are doubling down on the energy. We're really getting connected to it and focusing on it. There's not a whole lot of other stuff happening around. Our attention is really laser on this one. Hexagram 11, peace. Okay, so if you've watched the annual overview, you will know that we have this hexagram locked for the whole year. Okay, it's our theme for 2025. And here it is in our weekly, come to just get us going in the year to say, yes, I'm here. We had stripping a couple of times, closing off the end of the year and last week. And here it comes, the new energy of the year coming to just bookend itself into the beginning of the year and say, I'm here. Hexagram 11, peace. Now, this hexagram, the word peace might be a little distracting, but really what it means is heaven on earth. So the structure, if we see it, you have earth on the top, sinking, heaven on the bottom, rising. There's a synergy, right? Heaven pulls through onto earth. I spoke about last time when we had the annual overview of things lining up, like a portal opening where the ideas just shooing that need to come down to earth, right? That need to be physicalized, if that's a word, all right? A portal opening up and zap. Those people who are ready for those ideas, getting them, all right, getting those implants, okay, those ideas shooting down and reaching their recipients. A wonderful energy of things opening up, of a flowering, of a fertility, of a wonderful energy. We speak a lot about this idea of the flower opening up to the sun, and there come the bees, okay, and the bees come and pollinate, and it's just a wonderful energy of opening up. Okay, so this week we are connecting to the annual. We're having a little bit of a taster of what the year could be as we focus on this hexagram 11, peace. Peace, of course, if I think about the word, right, heaven on earth, right, everything lined up, everything calm, principle reigning supreme, peace reigning supreme. And perhaps there are some breakthroughs in our world on this front this week. I affirm absolutely yes. In our lives, we can work with this hexagram not just by soaking up the energy, because that's what it is. It's like all we have to do, we don't have to force it. We don't have to kind of wrestle with this energy coming in. We just have to be a satellite dish, okay? A giant flower waiting for the bee, okay? Right. Just be open. That's all we have to do. We don't have to force it, right? We can just be open. And of course, the second part of this hexagram is always connecting us to the opportunity of being generous, okay? This is not throwing your money at people, okay? This is about sharing yourself and your ideas and your learnings, sharing this fertile process, this creative energy that's opening up, okay? So we have this kind of like little island of energy in amongst of all the hectic work that we are doing, stripping, new travels last week, and opposition for the first half of January. Oh, so much work. We've got a little island of peace here. So I would suggest find a way of making some time to soak up this energy, to be the flower and just be present, be the satellite dish that's just waiting for a signal. If there's an idea you're wanting to work with, if there's a project that you're working with, you're needing inspiration, you need to know what it is you do next, all those types of questions we ask the I Ching. This is a week we just be present, be open. And for a lot of us, myself, I like to get things done, take control. Okay, this week, being just open and letting it flow is a little tricky. Okay, so I'll keep on working on myself this week, as we all do, of being open and receptive to what is to come. It's a wonderful energy, and I do think that the fact that it's come in, locked in January, is part of that story. Like we had stripping, closing off last year, right at the tail end. We had it coming in. We had it last week. It's like, maybe stripping is done, hopefully. Okay, and here we have the new energy come in. Yes, close of that chapter, new chapter opening as we work with this wonderful energy this year. And of course, if you haven't yet done so, go and check out the annual overview and see maybe there's something else around this hexagram that can bring you some wonderful flowering bee busyness this week. Well, short and sweet. When the flowers are open and the bees are coming, we've got to get on with it. So thank you for being here with me. If this was useful to you, a like, a thumbs up would be really great. And I look forward to seeing you very soon in our next episode. To make sure you don't miss it, hit that subscribe and the bell to get those episodes straight into your app. It's the follow button on the podcast, and I'll see you next week. Until then, take care.